What's up, everybody? It's your man right here, the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, one of the original road warlords. And as always, bringing you the knowledge and dropping the science in this industry of what we call trucking, okay? I'm doing this particular video because some people ask the question is, when would be a good time to start business? When would be a good time to go into business for myself? When would be a good time to get my own truck, get my own trailer, so on and so forth? The answer is now. Now is the time. Because if you ask anyone else and stuff when it pertains to business, they're going to keep telling you the same thing. Like, man, no, it's not a good idea. Now ain't the time because, you don't have enough of this, you don't have enough of that. The economy is looking this way, fuel is that way, lows are this, that, or whatever. It's going, and the reality is it's going to always be that. You see, that's why it's not a lot of people out here that are in business for themselves as opposed to working for someone else, which reality is and stuff that, we're always, we're always working for somebody else and stuff, regardless of whether you have your own business or not. We are customer service representatives. But, the narrative is always the same. It was like that when I wanted to make my decision and stuff, to get my own truck. They called me in the office and sat me down and showed me, they showed me all the facts and they showed me the figures, but not the facts. They talked about a few drivers that went into business and lost everything and stuff like that. So, there are some very real possibilities, but it shouldn't deter you. Because the same question that you asked today, you'll get the same answer today as you will tomorrow. When is a good time for me to go into business? Oh, well, no, now is not the time. The stock market and stuff, isn't doing very good. Loads aren't doing very good. The weather is bad. It's every excuse in the book. But again, that's why there are not a lot of people. Even though the industry is vast and large as it is, there's not a lot of people that are, really wanting to take that step into going to get their own truck and their own trailer, going to their own business and stuff. And I mean, that's not just trucking, but, business in general. It's always a bad idea, even when, you ran into that same scenario when you decided to say, well, I want to get my CDLs and become a truck driver. Oh, no, man, it's not a good idea and stuff, man, because, you're going to be away from your family and, you might wind up losing this and losing that and stuff. You're doing such a great job here. The economy, the weather, it's just everything. When you're making a transition to something that's going to be very profound, it's going to be met with large amounts of opposition, unfortunately. And this is sometimes a deciding factor on those who will pursue to move on to the next level and those that choose to stay behind. Which staying behind isn't really a bad thing, unless you're going to be one that's regretful, which life oftentimes, in a lot of situations and stuff are, the road not traveled, so to speak. But when is it a good time for you to go into business for yourself? Right now. If you honestly feel, right, that you have what it takes to go out here and pursue what it takes to be in business for yourself, then absolutely. Absolutely do it and stuff, man. I mean, because again, I can't determine your success rate. I wish you much success. And this is why I do the content. This is why I make the content that I make and stuff, is so that, I can give you the tools necessary for you to be successful without charging you a dime, because the harvest is plentiful. It's just the laborers a few, especially when it comes to this aspect here and stuff. You can see where a lot of opportunities are now being extended, as opposed to how it used to be 16 years ago when I first started. You know, it's some places you can't even, I couldn't even think of filling the application out with and stuff. And, you know, you got guys that can go right in off the bat, you know, or if you can go in there with very little experience. So, you know, the industry is definitely changing around us and stuff. Some things for the good, some of it for the bad, but, you know, it's for the complete and total aspect of business. So, you know, you gotta get in where you fit in and stuff, you know. And there's somewhere you can fit in and stuff, you know, as far as, you know, as long as, you know, your overall projection is something that's feasible, something that's feasible, then, you know, then your results are very tangible, something that you can really put your hands on. So, again, you know, discouragement and stuff, I mean, it's not really discouragement, you know, it's just people having concern, you know, because we really don't want to see people out here fail, you know, fall flat on their face. And so, you know, we can't take that information and say, well, that's negativity and they don't want to see me do good and stuff like that. That's not it, you know. It's actually the opposite. You know, they don't want to see you fail, they don't want to see you do bad. So, you know, they put those little things out there and stuff to try to, you know, to deter you, you know, or really look deep into your decision making and stuff to see, okay, this is something I absolutely want to do. Because a lot of times, you know, people talk the talk, but then when it's time to walk the walk, you know, you see a different side of them and stuff. You know, that's the thing there. You know, I kind of, you know, I don't like that. I don't like a lot of people, you know, talking the good talk and stuff, but then when it's time to walk the walk, you know, now they make every excuse in the book and stuff as to why they can't do or why they don't want to do and so on and so forth, you know. But that's just that and stuff, man, you know. Don't let anything or anyone deter you and stuff, you know. Look inside yourself and say, man, is this something that I want to do? Because, you know, the sacrifices and stuff, man, it's gonna come. You know, you're gonna have to make sacrifices somewhere, whether you pursue to do this or not. You know, it's always gonna require a sacrifice somewhere. So, you know, you just have to put it on the scales and stuff and make things balance out to the best of your ability, you know, and not someone else's opinionated fact. You know, because again, there are a lot of facts being put out here and stuff, but again, they're opinionated because something that could work for me or for this individual, that individual may not work for you. So, you know, I try to speak on a generalized term, so to speak. But anyhow, that's my take on it. You know, if you want to start your business, start now. You know, but look inside yourself and ask yourself the question, are you really ready? You know, if you're not, then do the things that's necessary to get yourself ready. And then move forward. Let's see, before I end this video and stuff, I am in the last little steps of doing some major upgrades and stuff, as you can see up there on the top bunk. So I know I haven't been uploading content and stuff like I should, but you know, I take all my ideas and I write them down and stuff because, again, I want to share this information and stuff with you. I always emphasize this: continue to do your research, fact finding, and studies. Remember, continue to do your own research, fact finding, and studies. Harness on your skills daily. Let's see. The other thing, I know I've been having a lot of trouble and stuff with guys trying to find my Facebook page and stuff, and so I'm actually taking the one down, and I'm gonna be putting new content and stuff up, and then I'm gonna have an original name of stuff up there so that, you know, it's not something that can be brought up by anybody else except myself. So, you know, I'm getting that prepared as well and stuff. So that's basically what's been going on and stuff. You know, I have a lot of content and stuff that I want to put up, I'm actually overflowing with it and stuff, as you can see why I made the video today. But stay tuned. Still got more content to come. I'd like to thank all of my subscribers, both old and new. Keep the questions and stuff coming, and I'll try to answer them as much as possible. And again, feel free to hit me up. My content, my information and stuff is right there on the page. If you feel that I don't go, or you want me to go more deeper into whatever the subject matter may be and stuff, as long as it's about trucking, we keep it about that and stuff, man. I'll give you any and all information and stuff that I can possibly can. So with that being said, this is your man right here, the one and only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster. Telling you as always, continue to do your research, fact finding studies. Harness on your skills every day. Till next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe, be easy, and peace out.